Everybody? Good morning. It's that time. It's draft day, so we gotta talk about it. I forgot to tell you who I like a lot in this year's draft. Let's talk about quarterbacks for a second. I like Jayden Daniels a lot. I think he plays quarterback the best of any quarterback in the draft. And the book on Jayden Daniels, who is to me is the better quarterback than Caleb Williams, is that he fits the mold of a modern day quarterback whose rushing ability is a home run threat to go along with his ability to deliver accurate passes, which are all part of what makes him such an intriguing prospect. I've said it before, and it's well documented. I think he's the best quarterback in the draft. That's just what I think. And I know he's projected to go number 2 to the Washington Commanders, and I think he'll do good there. So for me, I would vouch for LSU star Jayden Daniels to be selected number 1 overall. I think if you're the Bears, you pick him. You look at him as we move through this process, and you have a quarterback who has the best release of any quarterback in the class. It's tight, compact, and quick. That is a throw. That is a throw NFL quarterbacks make. With how the NFL is now, Jayden Daniels' game can translate. It all comes down to the right team and coaches knowing how to utilize his talent. I'm not worried about his lack of elite arm strength. And I really think that's a misconception. I'm not worried about him being really thin, his thin frame holding him back. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm not worried about some of those brutal hits he took. The biggest thing is his lack of pocket presence, because he regularly turns pressures that shouldn't become sacks into sacks. Keep in mind, his inability to throw in the middle of the field that everybody is saying will be his downfall. This is one of those things that comes up about him. Well, he doesn't throw outside of the pocket. He didn't create enough on the outside. You talk to coaches around the league, they want it. They want it to be something you can do, right? Jayden Daniels can do it all. He just didn't have to throw outside the pocket at LSU. He wasn't asked to throw that much over the field, over the middle of the field, and played in a structured offense under Brian Kelly. His weapons were on the outside. They'll be regretting this. You'll regret this if you sleep on Daniels. Don't sleep on Jayden Daniels. Don't do it. For as accurate as he can be as a passer, his ball placement is spotty. The more I watch him, the more I see how repeatable his mechanics are. What nobody talks about is how consistent his feet are. You look at Daniels' smooth, effortless throwing motion and compact release that generate velocity when he throws the ball downfield. You look at his upper body, how extremely flexible he is, how he produces power, which allows him to zip the ball around from different arm angles. I will say, when watching him, I was greatly impressed. Daniels can easily get the ball where it needs to go. Change arm angles when he needs to. Throw the football short, immediate, deep, intermediate, deep. Run when he needs to. The command he displays in the pocket is impressive. What's striking is also how he handles himself like an experienced veteran. To me, he's got the perfect skill set for today's game. Can't wait to see Jayden do his thing in the NFL.